starting this one in the shed. Got Dean helping me out. So as you saw, Rockhampton, I smoked the bike, had bike issues. I was saying it was down on power. Took it into MXRP, got it rebuilt because it clearly needed something. He said the head was warped, like fully warped, just because it actually got that hot. You can see on my pipe here, the HGS, this pipe was basically new and it just melted the sticker underneath there. So the bike had just been that hot. The clutch was completely smoked. You can see by the colour of this thing. Just fully black, so clutch was smoked, head was warped. Definitely needed a bit of a rebuild and refresh. Dean's actually been studying up, and the Hondas have an issue in the deep, heavy sand. Clog up the radiators. If they're not getting air, they get hot. Wrecks clutches and everything else. So we've just chucked a new clutch in it. There's some oil in there now, so we're just going to dump it because we're not sure exactly what's in there. Chuck some good Motorex stuff in there straight away. I'm using the top speed 10W40. That's the stuff that seems to be performing well, so going to throw that in there, just not take any chances. Dean's pretty full on with just making sure I don't have any of these little issues, because like obviously coughs, we had the stupid little things with the fork guard and stuff popping off, and any little issues we're going to try to eliminate for this weekend and finish this season strong. So getting this clutch dialed in, I'm going to go test the bike, get it hot and cold, make sure it's running sweet, and then we'll see you at QMP.
Yeah, they've done a great job. I think the bike now currently, the 22,
What do we got? You!
Got in.
Look tough.
Oh,
Like
it's
tough.
so hard. It's like the ground is just concrete, and there's like a little slop on top. It's just ice. And it's like everywhere you go, you think you've got like some sort of traction and a line going, and then you're just going everywhere, yeah. It's like you got to be loose but strong, because it's like up all the straights, coming into the turns everywhere, you need to be loose, like let the bike sort of go. But then in the turn, it's like when you hit a rut, it's just ice into like a tacky wall. So it's like if you don't, not strong, your body sort of flies to the side. I lost my clutch, and it was like, just like it was in, but it was still wanting to drive. Okay. So like we might need to just pull it out a little bit, maybe.
Yeah. That's right. That's goal one of the day.
Yeah.
Get back.
So I was unsure because I didn't feel fantastic, just because the track is.
No
like,
one looked good, but I think like no one looked comfy because it was just.
It looks sketchy.
But
that's why when I saw Dean the last lap, I was like, hopefully we have one more and I'll latch on him, because I know he'll be good in this stuff.
No, good
it's
way.
hard, man, because you come across the finish line and the timing. Like by the time I'm like watching you and I'm like watching the screen, and you're like just about to go past and it comes up, it flashes. It's like a delay, like maybe 10 seconds.
Yeah, I think it was like.
And I got to find you again. And I'm like.
Yeah, my first heater or whatever, I was like come through. I was like, oh, it's just probably too fast for you to have it up. Then my slow lap, I could tell like you were looking for me, and I was like going fast. And I was like, oh. And then it's like certain people, when I was like behind them, you just see them like just full berry and then come out. I was trying to be a little bit lighter in the turns. Like But then it's like you said, I was probably coming in too slow, and then attack in and figure it out a little bit.
See, I felt like your corner speed wasn't too bad.
My corner speed wasn't
Yeah,
bad.
it wasn't
It was
bad.
just
Because
more
you
the
were buried.
straights.
Yeah.
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 Just like point and shoot better.
And it wasn't like you're breaking traction, exiting a turn, that's why you weren't carrying momentum something straight. I felt like it was just the spots where it could have been potentially ruts, which I couldn't see, was where you just that confidence of committing, choosing that rut before you approach it, and just kind of hang it out. Like don't overthink the track. I feel like you're better at the hard stuff, which was getting into that line of it throughout the turn, getting through it nice and consistent. I feel like you look like you're flowing, but then at the spots where you can higher speed, you can see those jumping bike lanes of people are in front of you. That's where I felt like you're lacking a little bit.
That's the thing, it's that sendy stuff is where typically I'm not that good. So it's like I need to just get that bit of sendy.
That's like the first thing is going like, oh shit, like you didn't feel comfortable doing it, but you know it's going to be alright quick up again. Clutch to be right into your hand, do you?
Yeah.
See, I'm opposite. I like it to engage like there.
I know.
Because I'm just like, and I literally come into a turn. All right, it's like a constant fan. Like
I've rode your bikes and I'm like just destroying the clutch because I'm like, just hold the clutch instead. So that'll be good, I reckon. All right, 2 weeks to go. At round 7 here at QMP, it rained all day yesterday, so track was pretty sloppy this morning, but it wasn't ripped very deep. So it was really, really slippery. I come in the mechanics area and I was like panicking to Dean. I was like, man, I don't know how to ride it. It's so slick. But like just calmed myself down a little bit, went out, put some laps together, and then eventually, I think it was my last sprint lap, I put the hammer down, dropped it by 2 seconds and just snuck into Super Pole. So I was 10th, got in with a couple extra guys in this weekend too, so I'm pumped with that. Like Wilson Todd's jumped up to 450, he went straight to number 1, so he's obviously killing it. Kyle Webster's in there again now too, so it should be a good weekend. I was just watching MX2, it's super one-lined, but they might prep it up before our moto. We're just about to head up for Super Pole. I think I got about 9 minutes until we head out, and hopefully we can just put in a clean lap. It's like I'm 10th anyway, so I've got nothing to lose. I just got to piece the track together, try to put in a good lap, and see what we come up with.
But I feel like you can find a lot more time out there.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. So you don't only be 0.1 of a second, but every single downhill, every single straight powering in, you just got to get heavier on those brakes. Your technique's good, you got control. I'm just like, just give it some more, like just a little bit more.
Yeah.
So when you come down the corner, you can like just give you
like on my fast lap, I was like wanting to look, and I like didn't because I was like,
you committed to it. I'll go down.
I think
Thanks, man. Good luck.
Alright, Moto 1, gonna go get after it. The biggest takeaways from Super Pole was just I was too comfortable, not getting aggressive enough, so attack the track a little bit more, attack in, attack out, be strong. a lot of the same sort of stuff I talk about again and again, but yeah, I've got to this next level now. I've got to push myself and get a little bit uncomfortable to try to step up a little bit more. Let's get it. That was frustrating.
Yeah, Dean said about the button. It was a tough moto in general then too. I said it was a tough moto in general then too.
It was like a hard one to pass, and it was like, so coming from way back. I rode good. I was happy with how I rode. Thanks, mate.
You said Mark?
It's in there, right?
These factories don't know what's going on.
We don't look like we're doing a fire extinguisher.
So I went, like, I just went out in the sticks.
I was even out wide.
Into the corner before the start, and then just cut across all the roads to jump in front of Wood.
Yeah.
And I drifted outside of the main
you end
line.
up on the opposite side.
And then Latham was there, and I just cut out of nowhere and just jumped in front of him in the rough.
Yeah, that was good. It was like frustrating because you got right up onto it, then you got stuck there for like 3-4 laps, and it was like,
I was like, how am I going to do this? And it was like, because the guy in second or third or whatever in the group would go this line, then they'd go that, and it's like all the lines were full.
Yeah.
I was like, where do I go?
It was like you were nearly being patient for them to make a mistake trying to pass each other.
Yeah.
Better get the stars with that one, babe.
Hey, another crazy day at the Nationals. QMP's all wrapped up. I just lost a protest, so in the last back-to-backs, the first lot of it, I saw a board come out, I got protested, said I jumped under a yellow flag, and it was a 3-spot penalty. So I protested it because there was 100% no flag there. I actually nearly cleaned the guy out. I did jump because, yeah, I nearly took the guy's head off. But there was no flag, so I didn't see him until I was basically in the air. So that was super dangerous. I was actually pissed off at the officials a little bit because it was super dangerous for me and for him. But yeah, they reckon the flag was out, so I lost that protest. There's not much I can do about it without footage. Unfortunately, Michaela wasn't at that spot to prove my point. But yeah, the day was solid. I rode good again. Not typically my conditions, these like wide open send it stuff, but I think I went 9, 10, 10 or something like that with all the 3 motos. I'm probably around 9th overall, something like there, but depends on how many spots I guess I lost and yeah, all that sort of thing from that penalty. So another solid day. I rode well. Starts were up and down. Obviously we had another issue with the fork guard, but happy with how I'm riding. I was more aggressive. I made some really good passes today coming through the field because I only had one good start. But yeah, happy with it. Going to keep charging, try to get super aggressive at Coolum. Push that body to the limit. We got 2 days of it. So yeah, thanks heaps for supporting, guys. So it turns out it actually makes a big deal if you do subscribe. So I'm not one of those guys, but if you can subscribe and you're not already, that'll be awesome. That'll help us out, and yeah, we'll see you at Coolum. Cheers.